innings. He's been durable, takes the ball. The key for him is to be able to get a little deeper in the games. Sometimes he throws a little too many pitches because he is a strikeout pitcher, and there's a lot of foul balls against him.
Yankees defense here in this series, it's been problematic. You look at that play there from Heel, he failed to make. Chisholm throwing one away. And then that one airmailed out into center field. Yeah, on and on it goes. It's been a frustrating stretch for the Yankees on the defensive side.
Well, winning baseball comes with pitching, defense, and base running. And if you don't have that one in the middle, the defense, it weakens the pitching. It overexposes the pitching. And that's one of the things right there in this series against the New York Yankees. And you saw those numbers there, more errors than runs scored.
So Gonzalez about to step in. Romy Gonzalez, quite a find. They got him off of waivers from the White Sox in January of 24. And he is actually third in the big leagues in OPS against lefties. So a good guy to start off your lineup against the southpaw. Rodon ready to work, and away we go from the big ballpark in the Bronx. And a pitch foul tipped into the mitt of the catcher Wells, and we are underway. Rodon, 32 years old, born in Miami, grew up in North Carolina, pitched his college ball at NC State. He goes back to work. And David Cohn, when you look at Carlos Rodon, one of the things that shifted for him, he's added pitches to his arsenal.
He really has. You know, he's become a more complete pitcher, more weapons, a sinker, especially inside the lefties, and a changeup as well.
Check swing and a pitch down and in, and he went, says Alfonso Marquez. So 1-2.
So even with a more complete repertoire for Rodon, he still has a devastating slider, as we just saw right there.
Yeah, that is the pitch that will devour hitters, no doubt. 1-2 down. Nobody on, nobody out, just getting started. As Wells able to stop that one. The other thing the Yankees allude to is how Rodon has calmed the emotions a little bit.
Yeah, highly emotional on the mound. That's part of what feeds him. That's his fire, right? You don't want to curb that too much because that's his engine. But at the same time, you need him to stay a little calmer and get deeper in the games.
Fouled off 2-2 on Gonzalez.
See Rodon's reaction right there. He wanted that pitch, elevated the fastball to try to get that swing and miss. Romy Gonzalez just fighting it off. Wells can't handle it.
And that one at 95. Good velo from the lefty. Bounced out to short. Caballero collects and throws out Gonzalez.
What's the old saying? The ball will find you?
Yeah, indeed. So Anthony Volpe sitting tonight. Jose Caballero, they acquired from the Rays at the deadline, plugged into the shortstop spot.
And a really cool story. Caballero, who gets traded from the Rays, but you see that number 72 on his back. Grew up a Yankee fan from Panama, Mariano Rivera.
Alex Bregman feeling the love from the Yankee faithful as he takes a strike. All right, so the story, though, on Caballero, 7's his favorite number, but he watched the Yankees because of Rivera. So he loved Jeter because he was a shortstop. So he figured 72 as Bregman swings and misses at a changeup.
And to add to it, his daughter was born on the 27th.
There you go. Fun with numbers on Sunday Night Baseball. Coney, you were told there'd be no math.
I can't get over his face paint. You can talk numbers, but that's some artwork on his face right there.
All in 2 strikes on Bregman. Kind of dovetailing into the beard a little bit. 1-2. Line drive the other way and a base hit for Bregman.
And this is why Alex Bregman is so good. He changes his approach during the at-bats. 2 strikes, 1-2, it does not matter. Goes into the game against left-handed pitching with an on-base percentage of .495 against lefties. He's not afraid to hit with 2 strikes off any lefty, and right there punches it to right.
So Bregman aboard his 7th hit in this series. He does such a good job of choosing pitches. His swing decisions throughout his big league career have been special. Speaking of which, here's Roman Anthony. And it's ball 1 to the rookie, who's DHing, just 21 years old. He got off to a bit of a sluggish start, but holy cow, last 52, a 905 OPS with 22 extra base hits.
There's certain rookies that are very elite that just show up and they look like they're ready for prime time, and he fits into that category.
Rodon. And that one clips the outside corner for a strike.
I remember when Chipper Jones first showed up in the big leagues, and everybody said, this guy belongs. He's ready right now from the get-go, and Roman Anthony has that look.
Called up on June 9th. He was the #1 prospect in pro baseball.
Foul right
Fouled
there.
off the plate.
Boog, I was going to mention, look, we don't think a Yankee Stadium is a big wind ballpark, but tonight the wind is blowing hard out to left field. According to the Yankees coaching staff, that flag that's above right center field, a American flag, is the one they look at, and this will knock down balls that are hit to right field.
So we'll keep our eye on that. Anthony, who homered on Thursday night, a no-doubter, and a bat flip to boot. We'll see if the wind knocks him down here this evening. Bregman at first, 1 out. And a 1-2. And there, got him looking. Anthony is gone.
Well, we talk about the sinker that Rodon features now, especially against lefties, and that's what he features right here, that two-seamer. It gets the benefit of the call. So you talk about catchers and framing. Does Wells get credit for that? As you see, slider down and then the sinker right there, and that's why you catch down to up. You make that pitch look better, and you get that call.
So bring in for a strike to Story. Trevor Story's been red hot. Last 22, a .333 average, and slugging just a shade under 600. Oh! In the dirt, and that one got him. So Story will take his base, and now 2 aboard with 2 out.
The Rodon buries the slider. You got him in the front ankle. On the bounce. Just overthrown.
So Rodon overcooks the slider, and Story plunked by the pitch. 2 aboard with 2 out. And now here's Nate Eaton. Eaton, who gets the start in center field. Scoreless top of the first, with the Red Sox with a scoring chance. That one too high.
Yeah, Eaton, another good athlete that Alex Cora loves. Can push the envelope on the bases, excellent speed.
Now they signed him as a free agent in November at AAA. He was hitting .290, great on base, .373, and he had 40 extra base hits. And that's in for a strike.
Rodon pitching down in the zone early in this game. One thing that the Red Sox will do, especially with the addition of Bregman, they become scholars of the video, seeing how they pitch the first time, making adjustments within the game, forcing Rodon to make adjustments as well.
Bregman at second, Story at first, at time call.
I'm not sure this is the time, but you know the Red Sox are looking for a chance to run off of Rodon, and certainly first and second as well, even though there's 2 outs.
Alex Cora looking for every advantage. Popped in the air. Rice, foul ground off first. Has it. And Rodon pitches out of the jam. The Red Sox leave a couple. The Yankees will come up to hit when we come back. Yanks leading the American League in runs per game and second in all of baseball. Judge is back with that time spent on the IL with the injured elbow. All right, so here's the Yankees lineup. It goes Grisham, Judge, and Rice, who starts at first, and Bellinger, Stanton to start in right, Chisholm, McMahon, Caballero starts at short, and Wells is behind the plate, and that group will go up against Dustin May.
Dustin May, you can see about league average on the strikeout rate and pretty close on the walk rate as well. Boston's made some changes to his repertoire, kind of got his arm angle a little higher, a little more four-seamers and some cutters, and the early returns have been good.
27 years old from Justin, Texas. He goes 6'6", 180 pounds. It's been a journey for this guy injury-wise. First offering to Grisham. And that is in for a strike. He debuted in 2019 at 21 years old. Justin May, as he faces a guy he's familiar with in Trent Grisham from May's time with the Dodgers and Grisham with the Padres. Ball. That one bites inside. And now 1-1. When May first came up, his four-seamer averaged 99, his two-seamer 98. He's not back to those levels yet. The 1-1. Ball. Good live arm, but he had Tommy John surgery in 21 and then had a flexor surgery and TJ revision in 23. But wait, there's more. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. He was ready to come back in 2024 last year, and he had this gruesome situation where he was out to eat, having salad. He took a bite, and it ended up in a tear of his esophagus. He had to have emergency surgery. They say if he hadn't had the surgery, he likely wouldn't have lasted the night. So a life-threatening situation, but he is back now. Making his 22nd start, 23rd appearance overall.
Ball. Wasn't Boston bid, was it? Salad, the lettuce? No?
I don't have that information available to me. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch from May. And that one misses just downstairs. You can see Narvaez trying to frame it. We have two excellent framing catchers tonight. Carlos Narvaez for the Red Sox, Austin Wells for the Yankees. And here comes Aaron Judge to the plate. Man at first and nobody out.
And one of the great recipes of being able to have Grisham, who is very calm with his demeanor, is to get on base for this guy at the plate.
This one to Judge. And that one misses, says Charlie Ramos. K-Zone had that as a strike by a lot. Judge continues to put together a brilliant season. And that one misses off the edge. Coney, what have you seen since coming back from that IL stint, the right elbow injury? He's hit just .218, 16 games back.
Yeah, it took him a few games to get back into the rhythm of things and timing, and then the power came. It took him a while to drive the ball as well.
May a 2-0. That's through there for a strike.
And if, by the way, earlier today, Aaron Judge threw to bases. It might be within the next week that he's returned to right field, Boog.
Yeah, and that'll give them more versatility to do more with their lineup. Grisham at first, nobody out. The 2-1. Ball. Started to swing, held up. No swing, 3-1.
The thing about Aaron Judge and this team is that he really is the captain. And he's the leader in that clubhouse. Universally loved by how he handles himself.
Well, he is the best hitter in the game. And there's no question about it. 3-1, and that misses, and May has walked the first two that he has faced. If you look at the numbers this year on Dustin May, he's walking about 9% of the batters that he faces. That's higher than the big league average of about 8.4%. thus far 11 pitches, 8 of them out of the strike zone. Back-to-back walks, and it'll bring up Ben Rice. All right, so Coney, what about this guy?
This guy has really had an outstanding year. Those numbers really are not indicative of how well he swung the bat.
Yeah, the expected numbers you were talking about off the air show a lot of red on that Baseball Savant page. Breaking pitch in for a strike as we take a look at StatCast, powered by Google Cloud. And yeah, hard hit leaders. Judge is on the list, no surprise, but Ben Rice as well is on the hard hit percentage leaders. 55% at 95 and above. That one up the middle. Story is there. Steps on second, on the first. 2. You know, it's interesting. You look at the Red Sox this year. They are tied going into today with the Rockies for most errors in baseball, and yet all the metrics say this is a very good defensive team.
Yeah, they're placed defensively in a perfect spot. Story didn't even have to move whatsoever. Right back up the middle to turn 2. When you have Bregman at third, Story at short, right then and there. Usually when you have Hamilton at second base, this infield works.
So 2 down now, man at third, and here is Bellinger. And that ball hit by Ben Rice, 105 miles an hour on the ground.
Even though the shift is now banned against left-handed batters, the ball up the middle is an out. Smoke it up the middle, it's still an out. All those years, shortstop's playing shortstop. That doesn't happen anymore against lefties.
Broken bat and caught out of the air by Rafaela. Bellinger retired, and the Yankees fail to score. Back in the Bronx, how many in a row have the Red Sox won against the Yankees? How about 8 straight? They have matched their longest single season in-season win streak against New York since 2009. They haven't had one longer against the Yankees in season since 1912. Alex Cora and company hoping to pick up another win in a 4-game sweep. Jarren Duran up here. And the last time they won 8 straight from the Yankees was 2009. The last time they won more than that in a season in a row against the Yankees, 1912. Pretty incredible.
Tris Speaker led the Red Sox with 10 home runs that year.
Yep.
Just in case you were wondering.
Ball and a strike to Duran. On the ground, softly hit. Chisholm. And Duran retired. One up and one down. Well, Rodon has devoured lefties this year. They're hitting just 157 against it. And Cedar Rafaela will step to the plate.
I think this is a big inning for Rodon because when you start with Duran, you're able to get him out. That's taking speed out of the bases. Same thing with Rafaela. More speed. Bottom half of their lineup can really show up.
Little dribbler back to the mound, third base side. Nice play by Rodon, and he throws out Rafaela 2 away.
You get the speed out of the way. That's one of Rodon's Achilles heels, being able to hold off runners at first base. Good job against Duran and against Rafaela, fielding the position nicely.
Oh, easy outs are such a key for a strikeout pitcher, to get them when you can early in the game. Save your pitch count.
So a couple of outs on the ground, and now it's Carlos Narvaez. Narvaez hitting 249, 11 homers, and he takes a strike. Narvaez 3 hits and a homer yesterday. Still, it's been a cold stretch for him the last couple of weeks. 152. And Narvaez came over from the Yankees. Coney, back when you were playing, these two teams didn't deal with each other very frequently.
No, and he's really paid off. He really took that job and ran with it. He's a starting catcher.
All up on him.
Excellent defensively. Tanner Swanson, the catching instructor for the Yankees, has got a really good reputation for developing catchers, including kind of the pioneering the one knee catching style. All of his catchers frame well, and Narvaez has taken that with him.
Narvaez fouls it away. Back in the day, if a catcher was a good defender, it usually meant he could throw. Now, today, in the parlance, if he's a good defender, it usually means he can frame.
Absolutely. That's at the top, at or near the top of the list of importance for catchers. Certainly still calling the game, calling the pitches. Secondly is framing, right at the top of the list. And you know what's down the list? Blocking. Even though that bothers more old-time baseball fans than anything.
2-2 now. Rodon. A little bit low.
I think it bothers a lot of old-time baseball fans when it's late in the game that runner's at third base and all of a sudden you're not even taught to catch it. You're taught to block it with your mitt open. Try to at least, but not putting your body in front of it.
Swing and a miss. Rodon gets the strikeout. His second of the night, and Narvaez is gone. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Cedar Rafaela will join us. Our two-way mic segment coming up. Welcome back. Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. Ceddanne Rafaela joins us. You can ask him a question. Use hashtag AskSNB. How are you, sir?
Great, and you guys?
Real good. As we watch Giancarlo Stanton stand in against Dustin May. And that pitch is in for a strike. All right, so you play all over the place. How many different gloves do you have?
I only have two. I have one for the outfield and one for infield.
So that's it. That one inside to Stanton. I know you take pride in your defense.
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in my defense because I think defense win games, same as offensive.
The 1-1. Pop foul. That'll get back out of play.
Ceddanne, you play shortstop, you play center field, you play second base. What's your favorite position to play?
Sorry, I didn't hear you right there.
What's your favorite position to play out of all the positions you play?
I think where I'm more comfortable at is in center. It's not favorite. It's just where I feel more comfortable.
Well, you put up amazing numbers in center field. Certainly a chance to win a Gold Glove. 2-2. On the ground at the middle, and they'll get through. So man aboard.
Yeah, I think just trying to help my guys when I'm out there.
Ceddanne Rafaela. All right, we got a question for you coming up in a second. Popped up foul. All right, so who has helped you in terms of playing the infield and really learning second base? High fly ball right field. That one back and on its way, and that is gone. Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the Yankees jump out front. It is 2-0, a towering home run.
Fastball. That fastball. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. did not miss whatsoever. He knew it as soon as he hit it. Didn't drop the bat until the ball went over the fence.
Dustin May's reaction tells you all you need to know as well.
And there's a strike to Ryan McMahon. So Jazz Chisholm Jr., the home run, is 23rd. And the Yankees out front as he gets the hug from Aaron Judge. May. All right, Ceddanne, the Little League World Series took place today. You got a chance to play in that. Do you have fond memories of playing in the Little League World Series?
Yeah, I think I still have the memories intact. Was one of the dreams growing up to play in there, and think battling with some really good talents there. Yeah, it was a fun moment.
Ceddanne, what position did you play in the Little League World Series?
I was playing left field back then. I played left field.
So left field as a little leaguer, and now second base in the big leagues.
And short and center.
Right, all of them.
May
a 2-2. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes on Ryan McMahon. McMahon, who was acquired at the deadline from the Rockies. Good defender. He was an all-star last year. He's got good pop. 3-2. And McMahon stays alive. Cedar Rafaela joining us on the mic here on Sunday Night Baseball as the Yankees have jumped out 2-0. 3-2. And a strikeout. He got him. All right, time now. We have a special fan question for you, Cedar. So listen into this.
Yeah, this is Hall of Fame Atlanta Brave Chipper Jones, and my question for Mr. Rafaela is, does he think that he has the coolest middle name in Major League Baseball?
What was the question?
All right, so the question was from Chipper Jones. And Chipper Jones wanted to know if you have the coolest middle name in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, that's my mom. She was a huge Chipper Jones fan. Andrew Jones playing in Atlanta, and I think that was the only, back then was the only games they play on the TV. So my mom was a huge fan of Chipper Jones, and that's why my middle name is Chipper.
That's pretty great. The 0-2.
Yes.
Not Andrew. How come not Andrew?
I don't know.
Who was your favorite player growing up?
I was a big Manny Ramirez fan. Yeah. But my first memory was of a baseball game was when Jeter was flying to the stands, and yeah,
Oh, wow.
It was a cool moments.
0-2 now. Caballero back in. Line drive. What a play!
Still covering some ground in the infield.
I don't know where'd that fall.
Oh, the earpiece.
Oh, you can't lose the ear, can't lose us.
And I find it.
Well, we're breaking down this play. Excellent play.
And I find it.
Yes, you did, and the baseball as well.
Two down now. And Wells fouls one off. Say, Don, that was your way out. You could have just been like, it fell out. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, that was when after I catch it, I was like, I lost it.
Here's the 0-1.
Easy.
Story.
I'm on.
Say, Don, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the home run. Rafaela, a nice play. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 2-0. Folks, the 57th U.S. Open continues tomorrow on ESPN with 12 more hours of first-round coverage starting at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. ESPN2 coverage begins at 7 Eastern. As always, you can also watch every point streaming live on the all-new ESPN app and ESPN Deportes starting at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Best time for New York sports. Yankees, Mets, pennant race, U.S. Open, football season.
It's all happening. Swing and a foul back from Joe Stinson Garcia. Garcia, the 21-year-old, still looking for his first big league hit, but the Red Sox #3 prospect just called up. Native of Venezuela. The Red Sox have both he and his brother, Johan Friend. And I mean, this kid can swing it. Good defender. Now, how much longer he's up here, we'll see. Wilyer Abreu will be back. They're thinking maybe Friday. He's out on the IL with a calf issue. But they really like this kid. He's only 22. The password, as he's been nicknamed.
First game in the big leagues, Max Fried. Second game, Carlos Rodon. It's the big leagues. This is what you get if you're going to be facing those lefties. Tough lefties at that here at the Bronx.
Rodon ready to work. And that one is in the dirt. Between AA and AAA this year, he had 289 with 20 homers. The Red Sox liked him. They signed him back in 2019 for $350,000. And he is talented.
Well, we have September right around the corner.
That's right.
And those roster spots are precious because you can't expand to 40 anymore, right? I mean, over the last couple of years, the rules have changed. So when you do get the expanded rosters in September 1st, you got to pick wisely.
Yep.
He's one of the guys they're looking at.
3-2. Inside. And Garcia will take his base. Let's see if Rodon is all right.
Definitely landed a little funny. You know, if you hit, watch him when he lands. A little rolled ankle there.
Coney, I learned from you, covering you, that landing spot for a pitcher is a big deal, especially when you're sort of at odds against the other starting pitcher.
Yeah, now we're, you know, both pitchers have their holes dug out where they land now, and you can see right there. That gets deeper and deeper as the game goes on. If you land off center just a bit, you can do exactly that and roll your ankle.
One of the things over the years, though, that's changed is basically the dirt that they do use on the mound is kind of standard across the league, and it's that Pittsburgh red clay. And it maintains its form, doesn't give out. Now think about this for a second. Again, back when you guys played, they'd have to bring the tamper out a lot. Never happens anymore. It's so rare that you have to manipulate the mound in the middle of the game.
Well, you're right. That red clay is a lot more firm and holds its shape.
On the ground, that's towards third. Up with it, McMahon. The second one on the first two. 5-4-3. Aaron Boone was bragging about the defense of Ryan McMahon, and we just saw it right there.
Yeah, and give a lot of credit to Carlos Rodon as well, because he pitched down in the zone, not to induce a swing and miss, but to induce the contact down. It's exactly what you get. 87 mile per hour cutter slash slider, whatever you want to call it, and let the defense work. And Ryan McMahon has provided excellent defense at third base.
Here's Bregman now. And Wells trying to frame that for Charlie Ramos. Wasn't fine. Ball one to Bregman, who singled the other way his first time up. Bregman missed time with a quad strain. His OPS coming into today was 923. If he qualified, He'd be number 6 in OPS behind Cal Raleigh in the American League. On the ground is short. Caballero. And Rodon pitches around a leadoff walk and gets the ground ball. Well, the MVP up for grabs. Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge, who will win the American League MVP. We'll wait and see. Both guys trying to put their stamp on it. Right now, 49 homers for Cal Raleigh. According to the ESPN Bet Sportsbook, the live odds have moved. Check out more live bets and props for tonight's game at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Sign up with promo code HOMERUN to get started. Ball 1, no strikes to Grisham. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a drive. Right field. On its way. Out of here. A no-doubter for Trent Grisham is 24th. And the Yankees add on. They lead the majors in homers. And they're on top 3-0.
Second career home run against Mr. May on the mound. And oh, by the way, that was a second hit in his career against him as well. Both home runs. 23rd time at the plate, 24th plate appearance, and did not miss it at all. First time he walked, second time Yahtzee. Fastball up in the zone. He was waiting for it, and he connected.
Grisham has been their main leadoff hitter, and he has clobbered righties this year. As Judge fouls one back.
Kind of classic Yankee style, right? When they hit home runs, they can look so good. They have 5 different players in the lineup that have 20+ home runs. Nobody else in the big leagues can say that.
Time called. Narvaez out to talk to May.
How about that balance?
Sinker drifted right out over the plate, just above the belt.
Head doesn't move at all. Complete balance. He's over the baseball. And the bottom half just worked. One thing he's always been able to do is have discipline at the plate. And this year he has not been missing.
Grisham, who Was originally a first-round pick by the Brewers back in 2015. Debuted in 2019. Now at 24 homers. The 0-1. Check swing tapper. Glove behind the back. May. And Judge retired. Look out.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat, right? Just stick the glove back behind you. Check swing. Nothing to it.
One down. Judge retired, and here is Rice. Swing and a high fly ball drilled out towards left center. Eaton slowing down, and he makes the catch. Yeah, there's 2 away.
It's the difference between right field and left center field here at Yankee Stadium.
That's
Big
right.
difference. The short porch gets all the headlines, but Death Valley still Death Valley here.
May, by the way, has now given up 19 homers on the year. Bellinger lined out softly his first time. He's 0 for 1. So Grisham and the Yankees leading 3-0. We're in the 3rd. May. High fly ball center field. Eaton settling under that and puts the squeeze on it. So May gives up the homer, and the Yankees now lead it 3-0. Stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season, plus live audio for all 30 teams. No blackouts. Includes access to minor league games, MLB Big Inning, and available pre and post game. Visit MLB.com/@bat for details. Roman Anthony struck out looking his first time. Rodon. That one inside. I asked Roman Anthony about asking for the number 19 and was that significant for him, and he said, you know, it was what I wore at AAA. He said, but I've gotten to know Fred Lynn, and now it has even more meaning for me. I think that's cool when organizations do a good job connecting players who are current and the history of the organization to let today's players understand the impact other guys have made. Dribble foul.
Fred Lynn had a pretty good rookie year, didn't he?
Oh my
75,
gosh.
right?
Yeah. Won the MVP as well.
Rookie of the year and MVP.
Yep.
Roman Anthony's a big dude. I didn't realize I saw him up close today. Broad shoulders, 6'3".
6'3", 200. You see what Nick Kurtz. I mean, Kurtz and Anthony, neither of them started the season with their team. As Rice handles the chance, Anthony retired, and there's one away.
Yeah, Nick Kurtz is having a fine season with the Athletics. OPS over 1,000, just continuing to rake in Sacramento.
Yeah, and Anthony, all eyes on that kid. He is a huge talent. And again, was a #1 prospect before being called up June 9th. So Anthony retired, one away. Yankees lead at 3-0. And Rodon will go to work against Trevor Story. Chop to the left side. McMahon has it. How about all these ground balls for Carlos Rodon? This year, his ground ball rate is his highest since 2019, but he's never really been a ground ball guy, but it's ratcheted up since last year.
And it's really a result of his increased repertoire, the changeups right there, really good changeup, which makes McMahon's presence at third even more important when you have a lefty who can get ground balls like Andy Pettitte used to do back in the day, and who has worked with Rodon on his changeup and his sinker. That's led to more ground balls, and the left side of the infield needs to be strong.
That one hit hard. Our guy Eddie Svita tells me 8 outs now on the ground, and it's a great way for me to mention Eddie Svita, and then also if it's wrong, they can all email and tweet at Eddie.
Well, I like that.
Yeah,
that's the way I used to treat my catchers. You called it, not me.
And the cool thing about it is, out of the 49 pitches that Rodon has thrown already in tonight's game, and Eddie, I'm saving you here, 4 of them have only been up in the zone. Everything else has been middle down, and it's by design to start trying to get the infield involved. And when he does get to 2 strikes and he needs that swing and miss, he can elevate.
Rodon ready, 0-2. Check swing and a tapper foul. Carlos Rodon last year, after a really rough debut season. Remember, he signed 6 years, $162 million in December of 22. His ERA in 2023 was 6.85. He only threw about 64 innings, but last year a 3.96 ERA, and he comes in tonight at 3.24. So it continues to get better as a Yankee. 0-2 now on Eaton.
Ball.
And he went changeup and missed. Rodon an all-star this year for the 3rd time in his career. His journey's been pretty incredible. You think he was non-tendered at the end of 20. Re-signed in February of 21 with the White Sox for $3 million. Made the all-star team. And then signed with San Francisco. Went out there, was an all-star. And then signed that mega deal at the end of that year with the Yankees.
Well, he's gotten himself in better shape and into his legs more with his mechanics, which I know Boog, we talked about going back to his Chicago days. But when you talk about what style of pitcher you're going to be, are you going to be sort of a tall and fall guy to use your leverage over the top, or are you going to be more of a drop and drive guy? And Rodon is definitely in that back leg, more drop and drive.
Fly ball right field, playable for Stanton. And he puts the squeeze on that one, and 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. We're midway in the 4th here in the Bronx, and the Yankees have a 3-0 lead.
Stadium with Red Sox manager Alex Score. And Alex, I asked Aaron Boone before the game how you guys have gotten better, and he said, well, they call it Roman Anthony. Describe his impact.
He's a good player overall. I know a lot of people are talking about his play discipline, but we love the whole package. He's a good defender, he's a good base runner, and he's a great guy in the clubhouse.
What are you seeing Dustin May tonight?
I mean, they're putting good at bats. You know, that's expected, right? They're one of the best offensive teams in the big league, so hopefully we can contain them and start putting better at bats ourselves.
Alex, thanks. Boog, back to you.
All right, Buster, thanks. And you know, at times with the Yankees and their home run dependency, I think we have a tendency to forget the 0-1. Swing and a ball ripped out to center field. Eaton is there, and it's over his head. Stanton towards second, and an absolute rocket over 117 miles an hour, and a leadoff double. Whoa.
Okay, so Giancarlo Stanton catches the last out of the top half of this inning. Running in, he's got to now put the batting gloves on because you're on the clock, you're on the timer. This is a guy that's been DHing the entire time. Makes the play, first pitch he swings, foul. Next one, he hits a rocket that I guarantee you Eaton in AAA has never seen something like this from a man this strong. And Giancarlo Stanton, that ball just sailed on him.
117.8 off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton.
Talk about induced vertical break on pitchers and four seamers. I want to see the induced vertical break on that line drive.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I have a feeling Sarah Legs is on it.
The 1-iron off the bat as Chisholm rolls this one to first.
It's a great job. It's a great job right there to get Giancarlo Stanton the third. Rollover. You want to trade places with him, but if not, it's as good as it gets. He's going to get high fives there. Oh, this was loud.
Yeah, there's just no comp for that with the fungo, right? I mean,
No.
trying to sort that out.
Across. He had a beat on it.
Yeah. Ryan McMahon down. And there's a strike. McMahon struck out his first time.
Infield is in, but you don't have to play aggressively in because it's Giancarlo Stanton at third base, right? So now you can take a couple steps a little bit deeper. You see where Rafaela is. He's almost halfway instead of in.
And that one hits McMahon. So now two aboard with one out. Guys, back to Stanton for just a second. Coming into this game tonight, his last 14, he was hitting .412, and he's 2 for 2. He is scorching hot.
Not only scorching hot, but the fact that he can play right field with Aaron Judge and his elbow injury is a big deal. As you see, just yanking. Dustin May's reaction tells you he's just getting too rotational too quickly, hanging onto the ball and kind of yanking it.
I'm interested to see what the Red Sox are going to do here with runners at the corners and Caballero, who runs really well at the plate. Are they going to play in the corners, back in the middle, because he'll probably beat out any ball hit on the ground.
AI from Google Cloud knows that 125 hitters tapped home plate in last year's postseason. Those who tapped once or more had a hard hit rate of 41%. But surprisingly, non-tappers untapped 7% more hard hits. Catch the game like never before.
One down, runners at first and third. John Sciambi, David Cone, Eduardo Perez, and Buster Olney. And I think Charlie Ramos is just letting Dustin May know you got to engage.
See where Rafaela is. Look at the high home view. They're not playing completely back. They're not committed. At least on the left side they are, but on the right side of the infield, anything hits soft, Rafaela can still go home with it. He's got the arm, we know that from center field. Boston Red Sox have seen a lot of that at shortstop as well.
Yeah, I mean, by metrics, you look at OAA and DRS, Pete Crow Armstrong might be the only guy that you'd put ahead of Rafaela out center. Caballero. And that's it for a strike. Yeah, they count 1-1. Yankees lead 3-0, looking for more in the bottom of the fourth. Anthony Volpe won for his last 28, so he sits here tonight. Caballero, the 1-1. Center field, Eaton back some more, makes the catch. Stant will tag and score, and moving up is McMahon. It's a sac fly, and it's 4-0.
It's winning baseball right there, right? You get the double, leadoff double, you move them over, and then you get them in on a deep sac fly.
2 for 1.
And great job by McMahon at first base as well to get the second, as Eaton was backpedaling on this one.
Just well done. A good pitch to drive, recognizes it, doesn't roll over it, drives it to center. RBI and another run in scoring position right here.
Yanks up 4-0. They've scored in 3 straight innings. When we heard from Alex Cora, I started to make the point. I know that when it doesn't go well, people want to bang on the Yankees for being home run dependent, but it doesn't change the fact that they're first in the AL and second in the majors in runs per game. They score.
Yes, it's not the problem. In fact, if you look at their runs scored versus runs allowed, the record should be much better. Been some problems down in the bullpen this year, and that's why they made so many moves at the trade deadline to revamp it entirely their bullpen, with Bednar now at the back end closing.
2-0. And that's in for a strike. Obviously, at times, the defense has been shaky, although depending on what advanced metrics you like, they're still probably an above average defensive team. But the 2-1. Foul chipped into the mid of Narvaez. But when push comes to shove, whenever the Yankee season ends, I don't think people are going to say they have a run scoring problem, right?
I agree completely. They have some thunder in their lineup. They do have some speed too. Jazz Chisholm has brought some base running potential there. Caballero now in the lineup.
Yeah, it just could be frustrating at times, feeling like they're waiting for the 3-run homer always. 2-2. May to Wells. Outside. Wells, a good idea to strike zone. He had 2 homers on Wednesday, but his last 24, he's at just 147. He's got McMahon at second, the 3-2. In there, got him. Generous call from Charlie Ramos, as that was outside of the K zone. Strike 3 nevertheless. The Yankees add a run. We're headed to the 5th, and it is 4-0 New York.
Yankees manager Aaron Boone. Jose Caballero starts at shortstop tonight. He drives in a run. You were telling us before the game that when he played on other teams, he kind of bugged you.
Yeah, we've shared laughs over it, and I've really enjoyed getting to know him, and he's a really good player. But we had some run-ins across the field with him with some of the things he does, but he's a real winning type player.
So did you guess the exit velocity on that ball hit by Stanton, and how close were you?
I thought 118.
117.8.
Yes, I was close. That was a G ball, and I don't think Eaton had ever seen probably a ball like that the way it went after. It just kind of one of those just keeps on carrying that really only G kind of hits.
Booney, thanks. Boog, back to you.
Buster Aaron, you know, that's Giancarlo Stanton's 99th batted ball of 117 or more under StatCast. That includes the playoffs. Nobody else has more than 30. Next closest guy is O'Neal Cruz.
So quite literally, Eaton has not seen that before.
That's right. 2-1 now on Jarren Duran. Duran, Rafaela, and Narvaez. Rodon has been sharp here tonight. That one outside. Duran just 201 against lefties this year. Still, he's put together a really good season. Last year, he was 5th in the American League in wins above replacement. And that one misses down low. And Duran is aboard. Second walk that Rodon has issued. Leadoff man is on base. And here is Rafaela. Fellas, this guy's a testament to scouting. The Red Sox signed him back in 2017 for $10,000. Just taking a chance on a young kid, and here he is. Positional versatility, twitchy athlete.
Give that scout a raise.
But that's why I asked him, what position did you play in the Little League World Series? Usually the best player pitches, shortstop, center field, third base. Played left field. Played left field. That just tells you he's a late bloomer, but he ended up understanding how to play the game in a major way, all different positions.
On the ground, McMahon cuts it off, goes to second one. Return to first is too late.
And I'll say this, and surprise right there, Duran wasn't running. Even though they're down 3, the ability that Rodon has to be able to induce the ground ball, especially on the changeup, with really good defense in the corner, could create the double plays. I would be even more surprised if Rafaela doesn't attempt to steal. Try to stay away from the 2. You have to push the envelope if you're the Red Sox. Continue to add pressure, even down, 4.
Pitch in for a strike to Narvaez, who struck out swinging his first time.
You can just see the confidence that Rodon has gained in that changeup. It's the 14th one he's thrown tonight, inducing several ground balls. He's kind of a guy that's adopted the seam shifted weight concept of it as well, not trying to turn it over, trusting the grip, trusting the seams, and just throwing it with his normal grip.
The 1-1.
My whole career, Boog, I thought you had to turn over a changeup. You really have to pronate it to help it. But you don't. That's what seam shifted weight is all about. Go ahead and throw your normal, if it's a cut, sort of a grip. If you're a four-seam pitcher, more around the ball, just hold it that way, throw the heck out of it, and get the seams oriented right, and it'll work for you. And it has for Rodon.
2 balls and a strike. On the ground to third, McMahon backhands, tossed to second, and a double play. Gorgeous start by Ryan McMahon. It goes 5-4-3 for the second time, and Rodon using his infielders here tonight.
And that's what Aaron Boone loves about McMahon at third. Solid to his left, this time to his right. Perfect feed for the 6-4-3. 5-4-3.
Moments ago, we had a proposal, Eduardo.
How about this, La Güera? Oh, yes. Eduardo Ruiz and Gladys, she said yes.
No! Don't do it!
May delivers a strike to Trent Grisham, who's homered and walked.
Boy, Eddie.
Right-hander back to work, the 0-1. High fly ball, right field. He's done it again. Home run, Trent Grisham. And it's 5-0, his second of the night.
We need more proposals. Trent Grisham not missing at all after struggling against May. It's a different Grisham this year. It's a different swing. It's a different approach, but such a quick bat through the zone. Not missing at all.
Trent Grisham's going to get some proposals this next offseason, as he is a free agent and having a career year.
So now it's Aaron Judge as the Yankees lead 5-0. A liner foul. Coney pregame looking at the Grisham May numbers. I happened to ask you off the air. So what do you think about batter pitcher matchup numbers? Changeup and Grisham all over that one. But 1 for 15 is what he was. And tell the folks at home what you said in terms of batter pitcher match.
Well, it was basically over a 4-year period.
Yeah.
It was one at bat or one game a year that added up to those 15 at bats, and he's a different hitter this year.
Yep.
Dustin May's a different guy too, up there, everything he's been through. So throw that stuff out the window.
Yeah, he was power sink guy, Dustin May, when he first came up. Now he's throwing All three fastballs. Pitch outside and 1-2. For Trent Grisham, the 6th multi-homer game of his career. May has not gotten the leadoff hitter here tonight. And Judge is down on strikes.
One pitch. Trent Grisham sees. One pitch he deposits. Another souvenir for the Yankee fans. Stays back on everything. Doesn't lunge out in front. Stays behind the baseball beautifully.
Ball.
Pitch upstairs to Ben Rice. Oh, they're playing a little Benny and the Jets. Brennan Bernardino is up and throwing in the pen for the Red Sox. And that's in for a strike. You know, you look at Ben Rice, one of their 520 home run guys. Okay, so you don't get too many kids from an Ivy League school making the majors. He's a 12th rounder. But it's not even just that. Even at Dartmouth, because of when his career took place, it was really cut short by COVID. He had about 100 college at bats. So it's not just the 12th round guy out of Dartmouth. It was 12 rounds and you saw 100 at bats from him. And here he is. He can hit. And they had to chase him around and follow him in pickup games and summer league. And hats off to the Yankees for a guy that grew up in Massachusetts, but he grew up a Yankee fan.
Yeah, how'd that work out, I wonder. Great makeup. High aptitude.
2-2.
Ball. I just think the most impressive part is he's also had to do it behind the plate at the minor league level. Comes up to play first base because of need last year and hit the ball hard and didn't get frustrated because there were no hits behind, consistent hits behind the hard hit rate.
I did not get to ask Brad Ausmus if the two of them have a secret Dartmouth Hanover, New Hampshire handshake. Darn it. Rice climbs back in, awaiting a 3-2. With one out, the base is empty. Yanks up 5-0. And that is ball 4. Rice will take his base. Folks, baseball is just heating up. Be a part of all the excitement, action, and unforgettable moments. Scan the QR code or go to MLB.com/tickets and plan your ballpark visit. We've got a pitching change here in the Bronx. The Yankees on top. big night. Jazz Chisholm going deep. Trent Grisham has gone yard twice. His 6th career multi-homer game. 4 of them have come this year. And the Yankees leading the majors in home runs. They have chased Dustin May. 5-0. New York on top. And so if the Red Sox are going to make it a 4-game sweep in the Bronx, well, they're going to have to rally. Right now, May, 5 earned and responsible for the run twice at first as Bernardino delivers a strike. See the overall numbers. Bernardino not a strikeout guy, and he will walk some people.
Ball.
How impressive has Cody Bellinger been, by the way, David Cohn, the last couple years against lefties?
So good. His approach is excellent, too. His strikeout rate has plummeted over the last few years. A very discernible 2-strike approach.
Well, Eduardo, I need to get this nugget in. You played with Cody Bellinger's dad.
Yes.
Where?
With the Scottsdale Scorpions in 1992, and it was the first year of the Arizona Fall League.
Who was your manager?
Dusty Baker.
Oh my gosh. 2-1. On a hop, gloved by Rafael, and a 2nd for 1, return to first, and Bellinger's too fast.
And I tell you this, he's a lot faster than his dad was, for sure, getting down that line right there. You know, we had Rafaela on the mic, and one cannot understand how hard it is to be able to go to second base and make those turns consistently, then go to the outfield. Then if needed, he can play shortstop as well, as we saw consistently last year with the Red Sox.
He made 71 starts at short last year. Go to first, and Bellinger steps back in. Take another peek at that.
It's all footwork, and you have to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff of the Red Sox on how they continue to work with so many players that can change positions.
Yeah, more and more, it's something that managers seek, positional versatility. And if you can play multiple positions, average or better, and you can hit, oh boy.
You look at it, most likely he is, by far in the American League, has to be the candidate to win a Gold Glove in center field.
Absolutely. And the fact that Trevor Story has reemerged and reestablished himself at short kind of set Rafaela free to go play center.
Ball in.
Pitch inside to Stanton to the count 2-1. Stanton, we mentioned, has been red hot since the 8th of July. Only Nick Kurtz with a better OPS. Pretty good list to be on. Kyle Stowers having a really fine year. The 2-1.
When you consider everything Giancarlo Stanton has been through injury-wise in his Yankee career. Started out this spring, he had both elbows were hurt. Questions about how long it would take him to come back. He's now in the middle of his best stretch as a Yankee offensively in his entire tenure here during the regular season.
He didn't debut this year until June 16th. And that pitch is in there. He knew it. Strike 3. The Yankees add a run on the Grisham homer. It is 5-0 as we go to the 6th. Welcome back to Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN, presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? A reminder, next Sunday, it's the Braves and the Phillies from Citizens Bank, 7 Eastern on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. John Shelby, David Cohn, Eduardo Perez, and Buster Olney as Carlos Rodon has used his infielders here tonight. How about all the ground balls?
It's been at the knees all night long.
Yep.
Slider changeup combination.
Ball.
All right, so this guy, Jostinson Garcia, was nicknamed the Password. But you might be asking, how did that come about? The X machine, formerly Twitter, is powerful. And it came from this guy, inside fastball. No idea. Nickname, Boston prospect Jostinson Garcia, the Password. Can we get some momentum behind this? That's how it started.
And his brother's name, too, is the username.
The username,
right?
that's right.
Ball.
I was kind of happy with Boog, but I like the Password. That's pretty good.
Very good.
Garcia, then Gonzalez, and then Bregman against Rodon, who's been a model of efficiency at just 70 pitches. Nobody on, nobody out. Garcia foul tips that one into the mid of Wells, struck him out. And there's one away. All right, well, guys, one of the topics around the Yankees this season has been a focus on their sloppy play, and then even more specifically at times a focus on their shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Local guy. He won the Gold Glove a few years back. Well, tonight they start Jose Caballero after Volpe has been struggling at the plate and at times has been inconsistent defensively. Buster Olney, what do you make of all of the focus on the shortstop here in New York? I think that, look, it's an important position, and with the guy that wore number 2 all those years, obviously everyone's going to pay attention.
Yeah, Boog, and I think as that one goes foul, one thing that really jumped out at me when we talked to Aaron Boone today was he didn't tell us that Anthony Volpe is going to play the next game. He didn't say this was one day off. He did say it's that time of year. In other words, we're getting toward the end of August. Teams are trying to make the playoffs, and you get the feeling it's going to be case day after day who's playing well. And if Caballero plays well, maybe he gets a run here.
Coney, what do you make of the attention? And I mean, it feels like Aaron Boone's talking about Anthony Volpe almost every day.
He is, and Anthony Volpe's kind of had to face the music too, and it's tough for him after every game to get the same questions, and it wears on you. It can wear you down. Say this time of year, most managers will say this, and that's what Aaron Boone is alluding to, and Buster knows this. This is not the time to be worrying about anybody's feelings about anything. This is the time where you've got to win every game you can.
Yeah.
And that's the decision you make every night when you before you put your head on the pillow is, what's my lineup going to look like tomorrow?
A 1-2.
Ball.
And that's not the only, and I know we're talking about Volpe here, but that's not the only position that he has to be concerned with, right? You have Jason Dominguez as well. We saw a lot of at-bats earlier in the year. Now it's because of the circumstances, the way Stanton's swinging the bat. It's not about development. It's about winning the games.
Whoa.
And Yankee fans know that. But I'll tell you this, both plays, ground balls to short today, the fans have applauded a lot louder every time that throw is made straight to Bird at first.
And again, early in the year, struggles from Devin Williams. They ultimately released DJ LeMay. And now 3-2 on Romy Gonzalez. Upcoming will be pitch number 9 of this plate appearance. Gonzalez 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and bounced into a 5-4-3 double play. Do it again.
And in today's game, a lot of coaches, what they want is, okay, let's get to game speed. Let's have that clock, that internal. Caballero, we see yesterday, Volpe just rushing the throws, the clock a little bit right there. The runner already passed it. Don't throw that ball. But Caballero today, game speed on the ground balls, making sure that his footwork was on point. It's a guy that can play the outfield. He can play the middle infield as well. And the versatility plays again for Caballero. Everything going game speed, coming in, making those throws. Understanding, having watched a lot of Yankee games, who the legend at short was. You can't try to replicate that. But man, these guys are still human.
3-2, 1 out, bases empty. 5-0 Yankees.
Ball.
And the pitch a little bit low, and Gonzalez will take his base. An 11-pitch battle, and Romy Gonzalez works a walk.
Boog, another option at shortstop, of course, of Med Rosario, one of the veterans that they picked up as well. And just, I'm sure Aaron Boone, on a day in and day out basis with the Yankees struggling, is just looking for stability at shortstop.
And in this media market, the sloppiness, there's no chance it goes unnoticed.
No chance at all. And the thing about playing in this market, the fan base can really eat you up as a player. The expectations are enormous.
Yeah.
The rewards are enormous.
Sure.
Tony, what happens in the clubhouse when you guys, lose 8 straight games to the Red Sox? What's the reaction, the feel around the team?
You need somebody to step up, call a team only meeting, team players only meeting.
Ball.
And Aaron Judge has been that guy. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But the best player meetings I ever had were player only meetings. It's like, hey, no managers, no coaches. This is us. Aaron Judge called me. This is us guys. Call each other out. Hold each other accountable.
Rodon ready. A 1-2 to Bregman. Foul back. Bregman stays alive.
Are we doing everything we can do, Buster, to prepare? Who's not pulling their weight? Are you doing everything you can to help us win a game?
And there was some of that messaging after the loss on Saturday, which was so ugly, where Aaron Judge said he was mad, and Giancarlo Stanton basically said this cannot continue with the way we're playing.
The 1-2 is a little bit high.
I think that's why it was so important when we saw Jazz Chisholm roll over and get that ground ball to move Giancarlo Stanton to third, forcing the infield in, getting the sac fly, creating runs other than what we've seen a lot of today as well, which is a home run.
Ball.
2-2 downstairs. There's that good eye from Bregman.
We're caught up in today's game where there's a modern philosophy of trust the process. Just trust your process. Everything else will work out. Well, now at this time of the season, no. You play to win the game. If you got to get a runner over, whatever you have to do.
Bregman stays alive.
Finding that balance between old school and new school. Everybody wants a manager to turn over a table, snap, show some emotion. That's not Aaron Boone's style.
Right.
Maybe behind closed doors it is that we don't see, and I'm sure some of that goes on.
3-2. Here it comes. And that one is low, and it's ball 4, and Bregman will take his base. Just underneath the strike zone. And now 2 aboard, and Roman Anthony coming to the plate. So a powerful hitter at the dish.
Now, pitch clearly down. Have some pitches down in the zone been called, yes, but this one was further down. I think this is a great visit by Wells as well. Being able to calm Rodon, who has been emotional at times during his career, especially with Roman Anthony coming up to the plate.
So again, pitch count is at 90. He's used 19 of them on these last 2 walks. 11 pitches and 8 pitches. And Mike Harkey just out there observing and evaluating. Nobody up at the moment. 5-0 New York. And Anthony climbs in. He's 0 for 2. The 21-year-old. Gonzalez at second, Bregman at first. And the first offering misses down low. That's the sinker. And ball 1. Anthony, who has a fabulous idea to strike zone. Rodon kicks, fires. So down 2-0. Luke Weaver up and getting loose in the bullpen for the Yankees. Rodon hit hard but foul.
Love that swing there. You're looking for one pitch. It's no accident why 3 of those 5 home runs have been against left-handed pitching. He's looking for one zone. Middle in, force him to come up. Just rolled over.
An opportunity for the Red Sox. 2 on, 1 out. 5-0 Yankees, top 6. Drilled center field. Grisham back some more, slows down, and he makes the catch in a warning track. Gonzalez will tag from second. Anthony gave it a ride, but the park held it.
Did it to the wrong part of the ballpark.
Once again, Yankee Stadium, the headliner's always the short porch. That ball is absolutely hammered. And it's an out. Over 107 miles off the bat to the warning track in Death Valley. Yankee Stadium, from a run-scoring environment, plays pretty close to neutral compared to other major league parks, but everybody wants to talk about the porch. And yeah, it does. It yields home runs. It's a good place to hit homers. But it takes them away, too, as we just saw.
Yeah, there needs to be further inspection than just what you think you're seeing. I'll give you a great example. Dodger Stadium has turned into a really good home run hitter's park. It used to be at night, the marine layer, and if you hit it in the air, it wouldn't go anywhere. That is not true anymore.
That ball's a homer at Fenway Park that Roman Anthony just hit.
And Dodger Stadium as well. You mentioned it.
Broken bat, foul ball. I get a chance to do Cubs games since the start of last year. For whatever reason, the wind has blown in at Wrigley. Wrigley has played as a really severe pitcher's park, one of the 5 worst hitters parks in baseball since the start of last season.
And do you think it has anything to do with the new buildings that were built maybe on the third base side of the stadium or on the left, also on the right side of it?
I would be guessing. I would just say it's randomness of weather is what I would say. Rodon working hard. He's used 30 pitches here in the inning. 2 outs. Runners at the corners. Story with a count 1-1. Rodon out off the plate.
Come up.
The way Wells went after it didn't seem like
a foul ball,
right? I was with you on that.
Yeah. No, he just missed it. Yeah, my mistake, not a foul ball. It just in and out of his glove. So Wells fortunate to keep that in front. Rodon ready to work. There's a 1-2. That one tapped foul at the plate.
Change-up curveball, last 2 pitches. Kind of show off Rodon's increased repertoire. You see Trevor Story way out in front of that curveball.
He's been so good with runners on base against the Yankees in the last 8 games. 10 runs driven in for Story.
Now for the longest time, he was 4-seamer and slider, and that was kind of it. A 1-2.
And that four seam used to elevate to get that swing and miss. Trusting what has gotten him here so far in this game, and that's been the stuff down.
Now what now? Back-to-back curveballs. Story's getting closer.
Show one up.
Back upstairs or bury the slider down and in.
Well, he's really had to work 12 foul balls in the inning. Also, let's put this into perspective. The Red Sox still have one hit here tonight. So Rodon has been in control. And right here will be pitch number 100. Gonzalez at third, Bregman at first. The 1-2 to Story.
Now you go right back down. Again, elevate. You look at the reaction of the hitter. Story disciplined enough.
This will be the 35th of the inning.
Went right back up.
And he went upstairs and seems a little frustrated.
Not on purpose then, just by that reaction.
2 straight curveballs, 2 straight four-seamers. The changeup has been his ground ball number tonight. Let's see if he goes there right now.
Rodon ready. Here's a 3-2. And they'll do it again. He went right back to the heat.
Challenged him. Just shows you Trevor Story all the way back. What a tough out he is nowadays.
Red Sox with runners at first and third trying to get back in this game. Yankees lead at 5-0. Story back in. 3-2. Outside ball 4. And Rodon wanted it. Charlie Ramos said it's out. And Rodon saying no.
I think when he sees this on the replay, once he goes inside, he'll realize it was away, but a great job by Wells trying to sell it.
And Wells with those quick hands. Bases loaded. Luke Weaver into the game when we come back. Carlos Rodon done for the night, and as he makes his way off the mound, he was talking to Charlie Ramos. He was frustrated with that last call, maybe a couple of them.
You can see, you can read lips. You don't need John Boy for that one. That out? That out? Sure.
think he'll realize how good Wells is behind the plate.
So good with those hands, no doubt. Here's Luke Weaver facing Nathaniel Lowe. Bases loaded. And the first offering, a fastball at 97 that misses upstairs. John Shelby, David Cohn, Eduardo Perez, Buster Olney. Sunday Night Baseball from the big ballpark in the Bronx. And the Yankees lead 5-0, but the Red Sox threatening. The 1-0. Popped up foul, and that'll get out of play. Lowe with the Red Sox is 5 for 14 with a homer and 2 doubles. Let go by the Nats as you look at the base runners. Gonzalez at third, Bregman at second, Story at first.
And this is where Aaron Boone had to make a decision. 37 pitches in for Rodon. You had Eaton, who had not looked good against Rodon, a pop-up and a fly out to right field. Would you have rather had that matchup? But because of the 37 pitches, he was forced to go to Weaver. And that brings in Lowe. Probably a matchup that Alex Cora favors.
Yeah, rather than Yoshida, he goes with Lowe because one swing can make this 5-4.
Especially given Lowe's history against Weaver. You saw the numbers on the screen, 5 for 7 in his career.
That way Raffaello will move into center field. Gonzalez to second and Lowe to first.
Weaver 2-1. Foul back.
They're reading the bat. He's late. Weaver's best out pitch is his changeup to lefties. 2-2 count.
Nathaniel Lowe back in, awaiting a 2-2. Here it comes. In the air, softly head out towards center. It's going to fall. In to score is Gonzalez. Bregman on his heels. Lowe delivers. It's a 2-run bloop single. And the Red Sox are on the board. It's 5-2.
Made the pitch. Jammed him. There's a lot of Yankee fans know here that you hear a lot. Well, that's baseball, Susan. Ball finds grass. That's the reaction right there by Rodon. Different reaction at first.
So Lowe continues his hot hitting for the Red Sox. And now Aaron Boone will watch Weaver face Duran. And Weaver pumps in a strike. That hit by Lowe, just the Red Sox second of the night. And it's their first since Bregman's single back in the first. All smiles for one of the newest Red Sox. Ball to strike on Jarren Duran. 2 outs. Runners at first and third. 2. Yankees bullpen a 4.23 ERA, 11th best out of 15 teams in the AL, 22nd best out of 30 in baseball.
Keep adding pressure. One swing and we could be tied.
This will be the 47th pitch of the inning. Duran is gone. Weaver strikes out Jarren Duran. The Red Sox pick up a couple, get on the board. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-2. Yankees lead the Red Sox. Bank, Park Cafe, all in one convenient and welcoming space. Visit CapitalOne.com/local to learn more. What's in your wallet? Nathaniel Lowe will take over at first base and 2-run single, and he was all smiles afterwards.
Sometimes you make good pitches and it doesn't work out. You can see Lowe was late the whole time. A lot of fastballs. Late. You're reading the bat. Last one drifts out. Weaver says, come on in, come on in. That ball's leaking oil. Eduardo had it perfectly. That's baseball Susan. He knows it. Laughing all the way to the bank. Sometimes you make decent pitches. Is that luck or is that good hitting? A little bit of both. Good job by Lowe fighting that pitch off. Weaver had no margin for error.
Red Sox have Walker Buehler up in the pen as Bernardino delivers a pitch that's foul away. Jazz Chisholm homered earlier in the game, and he pops this one up. Story is out and under it, and one away.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ball.
First one missing to Ryan McMahon. McMahon has struck out and he has walked. The Yankees lead at 5-2, 5 runs on 5 hits for the Red Sox, 2 runs on 2 hits. Cedar Rafaela shifting from second to center. Other changes. Nathaniel Lowe will stay in the game at first base. Romy Gonzalez bumps from first to second. And as mentioned, Rafaela to center. There's Gonzalez.
Ball.
You know, McMahon has 17 home runs on the year. He's always had some pop in his bat, but just one as a Yankee so far. And you wonder, Eduardo, coming to Yankee Stadium, you see the short porch and right. Does that mess with your head a little bit? Or you trying to hook the ball a little bit?
I believe it does, especially when you were playing in Colorado where the ball travels everywhere and there's a lot more green out there because how big the ballpark is. But lefties tend to try to yank the ball. Now you use a little bit more of your top hand, and the bat path just is not as consistent as it was when you were in Colorado.
Yankees have used 8 different guys to start at third base. It's been a position they were looking for answers. Obviously, Chisholm last year and this year for Aaron Boone at third base, but
They thought maybe there was a catcher's interference there. Yep. Boone was holding up play. No replay. Certainly, McMahon has the ability to drive the ball as soon as he settles in.
The 2-2. In there, got him. And McMahon is gone.
This is what I was wondering. Is he going to be allowed to face Caballero or not? Alex Cora's coming out, especially with a lefty Wells, who will be on deck. But Bernardino did a heck of a job right here, being able to get the lefties, attacking, and trying to stop the bleeding.
Paint.
Fans celebrate the anniversary of MLB.TV with free baseball August 22nd through August 25th. Stream games live or on demand on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. As Caballero pops one up, foul and back to the plate. Narvaez there to pull it down. And with one pitch, Walker Buehler gets the third out of the inning. We'll head to the 7th in the Bronx. Yankees by 3.
Still covering some ground in the infield.
I don't know where that fall.
Oh, the earpiece.
They found the earpiece. We're back with the best coverage in today's game, and that was Ceddanne Rafaela through the T-Mobile Multiview. He could have just bailed on us. He could have just said, I can't find it. Luke Weaver back to work. The 0-1. Foul into the mid of Wells.
Some guys just look like they can fly, right? You just look at him, you know he's fast.
No doubt. Rafael and Narvaez. And then Garcia.
Oh. Rodon was living down in the zone, and Weaver's a different story. He's been up. All by design.
Wells pushing the buttons.
Ball.
That one off the outside edge. We showed you earlier Wells and how good he is framing behind the plate with those hands.
Top 5 in the league, actually top 3 in Major League Baseball in terms of framing runs is Austin Wells.
One foul tipped into the mitt of Wells. And a strikeout. Rafaela's gone. If you take a peek, by the way, at Wells behind the dish, oh, that's a good vantage point. You look at that mask that Austin Wells is wearing. That's a Force 3 mask, and you see the springs on the side of that mask. When a catcher wearing one of those masks is struck by a ball, you see the springs. It's designed to basically displace force and limit the effect of the ball striking the catcher. And the sound it makes, it's a higher pitched sound than a standard baseball mask collision. And that company, Force 3, is actually owned by a couple of former big league catchers. It's lined into right field by Narvaez and a base hit. Remember Tyler Flowers? He's really patient zero for one knee catching, but that's another story. Tyler Flowers and Yasmani Grandal were the two guys that put this company together, Force 3. And you'll see more and more catchers and umpires wearing those masks with the springs to hopefully help prevent concussions.
It's fantastic. Back in our era, Charlie O'Brien, great catcher, kind of broke out the old hockey mask style.
That's right.
And I'm not sure if that gave as much protection that this one definitely does with the shock absorbers there.
Yoshida to hit for Garcia. So they've changed the password. See what I did there?
Yes.
So good.
Thanks. Drive safe, everybody.
Do you ever use those suggested passwords, or do you make your own up? I never use the suggested one.
Ball.
I use the stupid ones, like, you know, my birthday or my name, you know.
Pony 36.
Yeah, exactly. About 20 times. I'm flagged on every single website out there. I'm on the dark web.
Yoshida in the air, McMahon drifting out. So 2 down now and back to the top of the order.
See the change-up grip fading away off the end. Yoshida swings thinking it's a fastball, pulled right off of it, popped it up.
Sometimes as a hitter, you're like, why did I not just swing and miss through that? The ability of contact that Yoshida has.
Here's Gonzalez now, right on right. And Weaver back to work. 2 outs, man at first. And a swing and a miss. Yankees lead at 5-2. They have out-hit the Red Sox 5-3. We're in the 7th. The Yankees trying to avoid a 4-game sweep. The Red Sox, meanwhile, have won 8 consecutive games against the Yankees. Last time the Yankees fell this many times in a row in a single season to the Red Sox, you're going to go back to 1912, or I should say more than this many times, because in 2009 they lost 8 straight as well. Swing and a miss. Weaver gets him. 1912, by the way, the year the Titanic sank. And it was the year that Fenway was built, or opened, I should say. New York Life and Major League Baseball are helping kids celebrate milestones by attending their first MLB game. Commemorate your first game and enter for a chance to win a 2025 postseason trip at MLB.com/myfirstgame. Back here at Yankee Stadium, John Shelby, David Cone, Eduardo Perez, and Buster Olney, the Red Sox and the Yankees, as the Yankees hoping to avoid a 4-game sweep. It's a 5-2 Yankees lead as we welcome you into the broadcast booth. And guys, in front of me right here, I have what is really just cash, because this was the giveaway on Thursday night. It's the Costanza sleeping under the desk Seinfeld bobblehead. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
And I mean, these things were gobbled up in a way. You're talking on eBay, they were going for $400. Yeah. So anyway.
Yes.
Easy.
Around the block.
Yeah.
People were lined up very early before the game.
Hey, look.
Yeah. This is what I'm working with. Unbelievable. I mean, people were going crazy for these.
Really?
Yeah. The George Costanza sleeping under the desk Seinfeld bobblehead. Amazing. Anybody have dibs on this one? There. We'll give it back. It's fine. It's fine. Austin Wells here with a count 2-0. On the ground, backhanded nicely by Story.
I got you, Rock. I love the way that he played that. Backhand on that one right there. But superseding that were the 2 home runs from Mr. Grisham. First in the 3rd inning, fastball up in the zone. And then this one, changeup. Down, using his legs to go get it. Same outcome.
Grisham with a pair of homers here tonight. He's also walked. He's been the Yankees' main leadoff guy.
Ball in.
Walker Buehler missing, and the count 1-1 for Buehler. This is first relief appearance since Game 5 of the World Series last year. He was the last man standing when the Dodgers collected their final out. Now, prior to that, his previous last bullpen appearance was June 28th of 2018. By the way, the Venmo offers are flooding into my phone right now. People just, I'm getting bids from everywhere.
You guys mind if I take a half inning off? I'm going to change my passwords.
That is the other note that I've been getting. You're gonna change all your passwords.
Give me 20 minutes. I just need 20 minutes.
Coney 36. Oh, buddy.
Might as well change the username while you're at it as well.
Here's Aaron Judge now. Buehler. And the pitch is outside. Yankees got the World Series last year, lost in 5 to the Dodgers. The Red Sox haven't been to the playoffs since 2021. Last year they were 81-81.
Ball.
How about these guys? The 40-homer club. Ruth had 11 of them. Gehrig 5. Mantle and Judge each with 4. I know I've said this to you guys before. I don't feel like it is completely out there how much better of a hitter this guy has been by the numbers than everyone else in the sport. Swing and a miss, and now it's 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost double league average, right? A 200 OPS plus, which is sort of park adjusted, current environment. But yeah, 100% better than the average major league production.
The 2-2. And Judge swings and misses that time, and he's down on strikes as Buehler gets him. Aaron tonight 0 for 3. Yeah, so there is what is average.
It's just straight up numbers versus major league average.
I will say this, give Buehler a lot of credit right there on that curveball. It pretty much works almost like a changeup. 77 miles per hour with great vertical drop on it as well.
Ball in, low.
Check swing and a pitch inside. Two down, man at first.
Ball, no.
Rice here in this one is grounded into a double play. He's flied to center and he's walked.
Ball. Yep, come out.
He's mainly gotten a chance to play as their DH. He's made 16 starts at catcher. Tonight his 30th at first base.
Yes. And he'll freak out some guys at first because he's bilingual. He speaks Spanish. So he'll habla with you on first base if you get down there, Edward.
2-2.
Not only will he habla with me in Spanish, but he'll do it with a Dominican accent. I think it's fantastic. Comes in with that Dominican accent, you're like, dude, really? It is great.
Ben Arroz.
Three and 2, Buehler to Rice. And that is in there. Rice didn't like the call and clipped the edge. And Walker Buehler pitches around the walk. On to the 8th in the Bronx. Welcome back to Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN, presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi, David Cone, Eduardo Perez, and Anthony Volpe into the game for defense.
Well, the second part of this is that you allow Caballero to go play right field and get Stanton out of the game, even though, you know, you hope that doesn't come back to haunt you if you need his at-bat later, but you're playing to win the game right here with a 3-run lead.
Goldschmidt into the game as well. He'll take over at first base for Ben Rice. So here's Devin Williams now.
And what we're seeing is Goldschmidt will hit in Giancarlo Stanton's spot, leaving Volpe then as the 9-hole hitter, 3 in the lineup, but 9th to come up if need be.
All right, this is an odd way to frame it, but I still will ask you this. So Stanton is out of the game. There's no way to know the answer to this question. You think there's a better chance that Giancarlo Stanton costs you a run defensively or adds a run offensively? Because he's out of the game now in terms of as a hitter.
Adds a run offensively. That's why he started the game, right?
It's a move that most guys make, and I get it, but
with the personnel you have, this is what he feels is his best defensive alignment right
no
now.
question.
And his best offense is right now his defense. At this point of the game, I lived that. Every time the Cardinals had a lead, and I was playing first base or right field, Tony La Russa would always tell me, if you play 7, we win. If you play 9, we lose.
That's kind of mean.
Oh, he was right though. The best defense at the time was your best offense.
On the ground to short, Volpe collects. Bregman is out, and the fans give him a cheer.
It'll find you, right? First play, coming to game for defense. This is the thing. Anthony Volpe has been playing very good defense. Yes, I know the fans are telling me right now, well, he made an error yesterday in the 9th inning. He struggled, you could say, for 3 to 4 weeks. But the last 3 weeks, it's been a lot better. And I'm pretty much paraphrasing Aaron Boone.
He won the Gold Glove a couple of years ago. He had about a month-long stretch that wasn't great defensively, but Volpe's still considered an above-average defender out there. Kid who grew up a Yankee fan, went to the '09 parade. Anthony back in, awaiting an 0-2 from Devin Williams.
Probably the most important move this inning that we haven't discussed is Devin Williams on the mound.
Right.
And the importance that he is to the structure of this bullpen. Even though he's not closing anymore, you can't get around it. They need him to be Devin Williams, whether it's the 8th or 7th inning, or even eventually maybe back in the 9th.
Yeah, you need your good dudes to pitch well, whether they're pitching 7th, the 8th, or the 9th.
He's a huge part of how far the Yankees are going to go this year. They need this guy desperately to be the Devin Williams that he can be.
2-2. And a swing and a miss. He overpowered him with a fastball. Williams gets Anthony. There's 2 away.
Started him off with 3 consecutive changeups, then went to the fastball. The location is the important part. It's not down, it's up. That's what works to get that swing and miss with the number 1.
2 down. Here's Trevor Story. Yankees 5, Red Sox 2. We're in the top of the 8th. There's that changeup, the airbender. 1. Carlos Rodon started tonight. He went 6, or I should say 5 2/3, and he gave up 2 runs. He was very good tonight. Williams goes for a little walk, now back on top of the mound. Throws the slab. And the 0-2. Always catches me off guard when the DJ just jumps in at Yankee Stadium. It's weird. Every now and again. The 1-2.
Ball.
Downstairs.
Got it all here at Yankee Stadium. Got squirrels, birds, DJs.
Yes.
You got it all.
That squirrel. Which night was that?
Yesterday.
That was yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago.
Oh, that's right. 2 days.
Swing and a miss. Williams gets Story. And he comes in and gets a 1-2-3, including a pair of punch-outs. Midway in the 8th here in New York. Yankees 5 and the Red Sox 2. Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Cody Bellinger lines one to right, and the catch is made in right field by Jaron Duran. He came sliding in and made a spectacular play of a low line drive and steals a hit from Cody Bellinger.
That's a tough one right there, too, and it's the jump that he gets. Immediately recognizing it's in front. Sometimes you see the outfielders take a step back before coming forward. Heck of a play right there from Durant.
Ball up on him.
That's either an out or a triple.
Schmidt getting his chance to hit for the first time. upstairs. Goldschmidt, after 6 seasons in St. Louis, signing a 1-year deal with the Yankees. This guy has had a pretty brilliant career. Finally won an MVP a couple years back. He's been an All-Star 7 times, Gold Glover 4 times. And he lines one back up the middle and a base hit.
New York Life and Major League Baseball are helping kids celebrate milestones by attending their first MLB game. Commemorate your first game and enter for a chance to win a 2025 postseason trip at MLB.com/myfirstgame.
So Goldschmidt aboard, bottom of the 8th. Man at first and 1 out. And here is Chisholm, who cuts and misses. Buehler on here. All right, so as these two teams battle it out, there's a chance they could meet in the playoffs in the wild card series right here on ESPN. That would be something. Yankees lead it here tonight 5-2.
Ball.
Who's the best team in the American League?
I still like Tarek Schoolboy. I like Detroit. I think with him on the mound as number 1. I still like that team, but you can make a case the way Toronto plays at home too, and the way some of their young players have come on to help out with Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Drilled right field, that's back, gone. Chisholm is second of the night, and the Yankees have opened it up at 7-2.
Well, Jazz sees that curveball on the first pitch of the at-bat. 78 miles per hour first. Swing and miss strike. What does he do? Next time he sees that curveball, 78 miles per hour again, you take a look. Catches it out in front, and it gets out of the ballpark in a hurry. Pitch recognition.
Diving play over there at first by Lowe, gets it to Buehler, and McMahon retired. Well, the other home runs here tonight, Chisholm and both of Grisham's were no doubters. That was a little more of a Yankee Stadium home.
Yeah, line drive bullet right over the WB Mason sign.
Trent Grisham, a 2-homer game. Jazz Chisholm, a 2-homer game.
Ball.
Chisholm, by the way, the 8th multi-homer game of his career, 3rd this season. And again, the Yankees lead the Bigs in homers. Caballero fouls one away.
Boog, you asked the question about who's the best team in the American League.
Go,
Toronto. How about Shane Bieber the other night with that great outing?
Wow.
Joining their rotation. It's a team that gets on base, puts the ball in play. Dangerous team.
Eduardo, what do you think?
I agree.
Bounce to third. Bregman handles. Great stuff, Eduardo.
The ability of being able to put the ball in play and contact is what makes a difference. Let's go to the top of the 9th, Boog.
Sox 2 as the Yankees look to avoid the sweep. Here's our Labor Day weekend ESPN and ABC college football lineup that starts next Thursday night. We start on ESPN, number 25, Boise State and USF, followed by Nebraska and Cincinnati. Deion Sanders in Colorado hosts Georgia Tech next Friday night. And what an ABC tripleheader we have for you next Saturday. It's capped off by 9th-ranked LSU, 4th-ranked Clemson in Death Valley. Every game also available on the all-new ESPN app.
Saturday, 3:30. Gonna have to change my flight, get there a little earlier to watch a little bit of the Florida State game.
It all got started yesterday in Ireland. Kansas State and Iowa State. There's a line drive and a base hit off the bat of Nathaniel Lowe. He just keeps on hitting. A reminder, be part of the action like never before and cast your vote for MLB Player of the Game. Voting opens after the 6th inning of every game at MLB.com/POTG. Terms and conditions apply.
One of the big reasons why they were pounding Nathaniel Lowe up in the zone is because he is so good exit velocity wise on anything down.
44,640 tonight here in the Bronx as the Yankees look to salvage the finale. The Yankees scored 4 runs total in the first 3 games of this series. They've scored 7 here tonight.
It's a classic Yankee story. When they hit homers, they look really good.
Yep.
Ball.
But it is kind of, I mean, this year, look, this is the way the game is. For as much as, people want to bash the Yankees, there is one team in baseball, at least as of the other day, I should say. I'm not positive it stayed, as Duran is down on strikes. As of the other day, the Brewers were the only team that had an over 500 record when they did homer. The only team. So if you're looking for a recipe for success, home runs usually going to be part of it. The team that wins usually hits a homer, usually out homers somebody. You've heard that from me before, I know.
That's why if I'm Kyle Schwarber, who's headed into free agency, I think it's going to be an interesting offseason for him. A lot of people are going to come calling for that bat.
It's no doubt it's a great combination. If you have a pitching staff that disallows homers,
yes,
and an offense that hits homers, that's a winning recipe.
That one fouled back by Rafaela.
For the Yankees, it's really been about the structure of their bullpen, and Fernando Cruz going down really hurt them. They expect to get him back tomorrow with this unbelievable forkball that he throws.
That one ripped left field. That'll touch down. Bellinger picks it up and fires it in, and they're at second and third with 1 out. A double by Ceddanne Rafaela.
How big is Jazz Chisholm's home run now in the bottom half of the 8th inning?
It's been a struggle for Camille Duvall since he's come over with the Yankees. And that's going to get the Yankees bullpen going here, even though you got a 5-run lead here in the 9th.
David Bednar is up.
You got to get your closer up now.
Ground tipped into the mitt of the catcher Wells. 0-1 on Narvaez.
Come on.
Yankees 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Red Sox 2-5-0. The Yankees here tonight have hit 5 home runs. Chisholm with 2, Grisham with 2. beg your pardon, they've hit 4 homers. Yeah. 2 and 2 is 4.
Last I checked.
I mean,
last I checked, the ground ball to third base is also 5. 4-3 on a double play. I mistakenly said earlier.
The Yankees tonight have hit 4 homers. Popped up. Goldschmidt, foul ground near the camera well, and runs out of room. By the way, the Brewers, Sarah Langs lets me know, are 23 and 24 when they don't homer. And that's the best record in baseball.
That's remarkable.
489 without a homer. Thank you, Sarah.
Look like you got Bob Uecker up there with some pixie dust.
Man. The 0-2.
Ball.
Narvaez in this one has struck out, grounded into a double play, and singled. Right-hand hitter waits, 2 aboard. And Wells blocking that one, and that's a good example, Eduardo, of what you were talking about, that philosophy, basically using the glove to block.
And it's not to close it at all. It's not to catch it. It's just to leave it open, sort of like a paddle. And once you feel it, just try to then close it, but keep it open the entire time.
Especially on the short hops right in front of you like that.
Swing and a miss. And Narvaez is gone. Doval registers his second strikeout of the inning. And there's 2 away.
It's a good looking slider here, about 90 miles an hour.
Now, one time he was the Giants closer. Fell out of favor and eventually moved to the Yankees.
You can tell who the pitcher is when they say it's a good looking slider.
Yoshida slices one foul. Popped out his first time. Masataka Yoshida. His Red Sox right now on the short end, trailing 7-2. Lowe the runner at third. Rafaela the runner at second. 0-1. McMahon gobbles it up. Long throw. Short hop. Picked by Goldschmidt. And that's the ball game. Some good defense tonight, especially by McMahon. Goldschmidt helping him out that time, and the Yankees avoid a 4-game sweep.
See McMahon go right to Goldschmidt and say, thanks, brother.
Yeah. And look, it's about the power today when you talk about the Yankees. Grisham and that man right there were able to power through and get the Yankees a much-needed victory here, prevent a sweep.